What's up, everyone? This is Sam from Max Out Peak Performance Training. I haven't been posting in a while, but I want to get back into it. And what I realized was one of the biggest things that people want that we work with is to jump higher. And that's because we work with a lot of volleyball players, a lot of basketball players, and then also, even football players have combines and stuff like that where they do get tested on vertical. And then track people also have high jump and long jump and stuff like that. So jumping is an integral part of a lot of athletics, and it's one of the more difficult things to get good at because not a lot of people talk about it or know how to work on it. So I want to talk today about how to jump higher. And I know that I've talked about it in the past, and I'll link to the other video right here, or right here actually, about how I talked about jumping higher a couple months ago. And that was a great video in that I showed quick tips on how to jump higher, from spacing to acceleration to not slowing down before you jump, and then also using your whole body, including your arms, to get up. But there's a lot more to it, and I want to hit on some of those things today because while those are great tips and will help you definitely polish your jumping, so maybe get you another couple inches just if you practice those. If you really want to increase your vertical from 20 inches to 40 inches or 20 to 30 or something like that, you do have to do other stuff besides that, because that might not be enough for you. So I'll show that video here and you should go watch that, but this is more some of the background on jumping and what's important. There are two main ways to gain strength in your legs, and that's like explosive quick twitch, as they call it, power, and then also more slow twitch, endurance, which a lot of people think that if you train your legs, you get both, but that's not always the case. So if you're doing a bunch of long distance running, you're not going to be able to jump really high just from doing that. For the most part. Of course, there are exceptions, but that's not what you want to do if you want to jump high. Or if you are a 1,600 meter person, you don't want to just go train jumping all day long. So you have to work for what you want. Now, that being said, jumping requires both. So fast twitch, again, explosive strength, it's determined by the amount of energy you can create in the time that you can do it in. So if you can create a whole bunch of energy but it takes you a long time to do it, you're not going to jump really well. And you can see that with some bigger guys that might be able to squat 400, 500 pounds, but they can't jump more than a foot because their legs just aren't quick twitch and they're too heavy. So that being said, it's really important to work on this explosive strength, and that's mostly what I talked about in the last video, how to maximize that quick strength that you have so that you can really explode upwards. A general rule is, what we like to say is 85. If you're going 85% or up, that's probably explosive strength. So if you're giving it 90% of your top, of the best that you can do, then that's probably explosive strength. Again, say you're running a 200 meter run, that's probably explosive. You're not going 80% on that, 80% effort. You're sprinting pretty much for the entire way. Same thing with most jumps. So if you're jumping to get as high as you can, you're going 100%. That's explosive. Now, the other part of this is the slow twitch jumping, or slow twitch strength, which is something that a lot of people don't think is important maybe for jumping, but I'll make the case that it is. So again, this is not really focused on how long it takes you. It's really just how much energy you can create and not based on the time. So this is, again, for endurance purposes mostly. So if you think, okay, I'm going to do 15 reps, that's probably slow twitch because you are not pushing yourself as hard as you can every rep. You are trying to last for maybe 30, 40 seconds doing an exercise. That being said, we usually use the rule of thumb of if it's about 84% effort or less, then it's probably slow twitch. So if you're pushing yourself maybe 80%, you're probably not using a lot of fast twitch. Of course, there's some in between, but if you're just jogging at 80% or running at 80%, it really is still more slow twitch because it has a lot of endurance in it. So that being said, both of these are really key in jumping well. And I say this because a lot of sports, especially volleyball and basketball, other high explosion sports, still require endurance. So if you're playing a game of basketball and you go up and down the court 3 times and then you jump, you need to be able to jump explosively using those fast twitch muscle fibers, but then you also need to have the endurance to be able to jump after you've been running for 45 seconds or a minute straight. So both of these are very important. That being said, I think the slow twitch is more the foundation. So it really helps you in getting the fundamentals down. You need strength in your legs, and that usually comes from slow twitch. But then the fast twitch really helps you explode. So what I really like to do is I do like to work some slow twitch, kind of old school exercises into my workouts. So I'll squat heavy, or I'll squat for high reps, But I also include all the jumping work that is really explosion heavy into my workouts too. So I want to build that base of strength, and then I want to kind of refine it down and finish it off with quick twitch explosive work. So a great thing that you might be able to do is to do strength work, either squats or some other thing that you can do, maybe lunges or more of a middle distance run to build the strength in your legs, and then refine it and really focus on the explosion with those other quick twitch jumping exercises. So with our athletes, a lot of the time we'll do full body work to hit our legs because we don't really like to get under squat racks with our athletes too often because of the different age groups and stuff like that. So we'll go and do dumbbell swings, and we'll do 100 of them in a row to really build up the strength in our legs, and then we'll go jump after that to work on the fast twitch and all the kind of the icing on top of the sundae kind of stuff that really helps you get those last 3 or 4 inches that really helps improve your jumping. That's based on technique, but we still need that base to be able to kind of whittle it down to the fast twitch stuff. So again, try to hit both of those. Try to make sure that you are doing slow twitch and fast twitch because you need that foundation. But if you just have the foundation, you won't be able to jump very well, most likely, because you haven't worked on the technique of jumping. So again, I'll link that other video here in the description. If you guys have anything else that you'd like me to cover, I plan on making more videos now, maybe more sit-down videos like this discussing a topic. But I'd really like to do that a little bit more in the future. If you like this, please like or comment or subscribe, and you'll get more videos like this in the future. Thanks.